FMT100 Unit 8 shaft alignment. This is our last section, and we're kind of leaving the best for last, if you will. Lasers. Lasers. While they're not mounted to the head of a shark, they are mounted to the shaft of our equipment. Typically, once again, we're going to be mounting it ideally on our fixed, our stationary piece, the piece that we're not going to move, and that's usually our driven piece of equipment, pump, gearbox, blower, whatever. We're going to make sure our shaft, once again, ideally is parallel. And we're going to mount our laser on our shaft there. Our target for our laser, because there's always a target for lasers, right? We've seen enough sci-fi movies. There's always a target. And our target is going to be connected to the shaft of our movable piece, our motor shaft, all right? We'll just cut to the chase. So lasers are extremely accurate. Uh, they are extremely expensive. Be quite honest, I think the two kind of go hand in hand. The catch is with this high degree of accuracy also comes a high degree of, well, fragility. They are fragile. No bumpy, no droppy, these things. They are sensitive and expensive. Uh, delightful to hold, excellent to work with. Drop it once, consider it sold, kind of deal. But they are nice, and with all that technology, you can get a lot done with just one measurement. Seriously, one measurement. Because the laser's versatility, it can look at that target, measure different points of the target all at once with just a single push of the button, and away you go. Uh, yeah, the only thing this thing won't do is cook you breakfast the next morning. All right, because they are insane. You're gonna love this one. Check this out. And I've only seen these. Nobody's ever let me play with one because if we needed a really accurate shaft alignment, and we only needed it once, and that was for uh, our generator and our prime mover, which happened to be a dual fuel uh, engine over at SF State. And I'll be honest, I let the pros deal with this one because of the tolerances needed. They use a laser shaft alignment tool for this, and it took them forever to get it all lined up and everything. And once they got it in place, it was literally push of one button, and this thing spewed out all this information. I'm looking at it like, holy crap! It'd have taken me a half a day to get all that stuff. This thing gave out the offset, all of the offsets, angular, parallel, uh, just this whole readout. Uh, it was just, I'm sorry, I'm just like, wow, there is so much that it just did. Told you how much each anchor point, because you had to take measurement of each anchor point from where the the target is and where the transmitter is. So you had to get all these measurements. Like I said, it took forever to get the setup, but once the setup was done, this thing just puked out a ton of information. It gave you how many shims and what type of shims you needed for the correct the shaft misalignment for each point. All right, and the generator had like 8 points, four on each side. This thing was, it's huge. It's a generator, and the laser alignment gave you everything you needed for each point. It was flipping awesome. So, oh my God, expensive. But if you are working on a critical piece of equipment where the alignment tolerances are extremely small, extremely critical, a laser alignment tool is going to be well worth the investment. Yes, again, setup is going to be huge. It's going to be critical, and it's going to be time intensive. That said, if you can ensure your setup is solid, the fraction of a second it takes to operate the laser alignment tool is well worth it, because like it will give you all the information you ever needed and wanted to make sure the alignment is done. What you need to do to make the alignment happen. So, well worth it. And what's even better, this is the last slide. So this is it for Unit 8, shaft alignment. Feel free, obviously, to go through the lecture slides again, go through the chapter, I hope, and also knock out the end of unit review, as well as our glorious end of unit quiz, so that way we can keep moving on. In case you haven't noticed, yes, I've changed the format. I'm trying to make it a little bit more streamlined, but in doing so, I took out a lot of the eye candy on the pages. I apologize for that, and I'm looking for feedback as we get further down the line. In the meantime, take it easy, catch you on the flip side, and get ready